F1 Manager 2022 is the first officially licensed F1 management game in over 20 years, throwing you straight into the action in the role as an F1 team principal. We were fortunate enough to be given an early preview by the developers, Frontier Development, where we saw a race play out as well as being shown some off-track features when running the Ferrari team. I'm Mark from Racing Games, and today I want to continue to talk about how F1 Manager 2022 will immerse you in the role of an F1 team principal. Last week's video was all about making the calls both on track and off. This week we're talking all about car development and hiring and firing drivers. If you missed last week's video, that's no problem. You can still watch this video first and then catch up either via the link in the description below or by clicking the card on screen now. Okay, let's go talk about cars and drivers. Developing your car is crucial for success on the track. In F1 Manager 2022, you can design, fine-tune and assign new parts to make your car more competitive. Experimenting with different engineering strategies can also gain advantages on upcoming circuits. For example, Frontier showed how developing new side pods improves drag reduction and top speed for Ferrari in the Hungarian Grand Prix. Individual parts are tested in the wind tunnel, but test sessions have time restrictions. Engineers are assigned to design, develop and manufacture parts ready for the race weekends. Speeding up parts development comes at a higher cost, while longer development times improve the skill of your engineering team. Managing finances and choosing which areas to invest in are crucial. You need to cover costs for labour, design and manufacturing parts for the current season, as well as research for new components in future seasons. You also have to be careful to not go over your cost caps, introduced as part of the new F1 regulations last year. To prepare for race weekends, practice sessions increase the driver's confidence behind the wheel whilst improving their track knowledge. After practice sessions, drivers give feedback about oversteer, understeer and straight line speed. This feedback is vital when setting up the car. Race strategies are assigned to each driver in your team. Preset strategies are available based on weather and tyre wear predictions, or if you want to create your own strategy, there's also an advanced strategy editor. Here you can add stints for pit stops and tyre changes suitable for the track conditions. With the strategy set, you're ready to race. Before we move on, have you subscribed to Racing Games yet? Just one click and you're on the Racing Games grid. Oh, and hit that notification bell too so you never miss an upload. Alright, on with the video. When it comes to hiring drivers in F1 Manager 2022, we have good news for you. Working closely with F1 enabled Frontier to feature all the drivers, teams and circuits from the official 2022 season. Now while you can only manage F1 teams, you can hire drivers from the F2 and F3 grids. Like in real life, F3 drivers can only be hired by an F1 team if they've been promoted to F2 first or have completed 2 seasons in F3. This means in-game you could have an F1 grid populated by drivers such as Jack Doohan or Yuri Vips, giving longevity to each save. Like in Football Manager, there's no limit on the number of seasons you can play. Whilst not officially confirmed, this does imply that new-gen drivers will also be part of the game, meaning as well as nurturing the existing future F1 talent, you will also be able to uncover the next generations too. As soon as we learn more on that, you'll be the first to know. As we mentioned last week, it's your job as team principal to both negotiate and renew driver contracts. If a driver is reaching retirement age, you can scout out a replacement from the feeder series. Or if you're feeling adventurous, maybe shake up the grid by moving Charles Leclerc to Red Bull or even taking Max Verstappen to Mercedes. Just imagine that for a minute. Oh, and by the way, the drivers are not just represented by name. Frontier have gone the extra mile by using state-of-the-art technology to scan the faces of every driver on the F1 grid. These face scans are incredible. Every little detail has been captured to perfection, including Daniel Ricciardo's signature smile. Drivers will also play the part on track, taking authentic racing lines based on weather conditions. In clear conditions, drivers follow a dry racing line, but will change their racing line if it rains. Based on real-world data, each driver has a unique driving style. Some will brake later, while others are quicker off the line. Everything about F1 Manager 2022 we have learned so far points towards the game being a fun, challenging and innovative racing game experience. including authentic commentary from F1 commentators David Croft and Karun Chandhok, plus hyper-realistic driver face scans. The game will throw you right into the heart of the F1 grid. With extensive team management options, decisions that have consequences, and authentic presentation, F1 Manager 2022 could be the ultimate racing management game F1 fans have been waiting for when it launches this summer for both PC and console. Are you as excited for F1 Manager 2022 as I am? Are you looking forward to getting into the hot seat of your favourite F1 team? And are you dying to see how Mick Schumacher shapes up behind the wheel of the prancing horse? Let us know in the comments below. For now though, thanks for watching. I've been Mark from Racing Games. Please like and subscribe to stay updated on all things F1 Manager 2022, and now I'm off to think of ways to swerve the cost cap for my first season in-game. Can an F1 team sell sponsorship space on the inside of a driver's visor? Just think about the helmet cam opportunities. Or what about on the underside of the car? You know, just in case.